Numerical reasoning questions are very common tests that jobs require candidates to take. I'm going to show you how you can answer numerical reasoning questions quickly using a spreadsheet. The first question: what number, when multiplied by itself, is 19 greater than the preceding number when it is multiplied by itself? To use a spreadsheet to answer this quickly, I'll start by typing a few numbers consecutively. You only need to type a few, and your spreadsheet should be able to fill in the rest with the drag and drop function. In the column next to any number in the numbers we just created, we then write a formula to calculate the multiplication of the corresponding number by itself, less the preceding number multiplied by itself. You only need to input the formula once, and you can quickly fill in the other rows with the drag and drop function. Once this is done, you simply need to find where 19 is. As you can see, 19 is right next to the number 10, which is the answer the question is looking for. To test that, you can go 10 times 10 is 100, and 9 times 9 is 81. 100 less 81 is indeed 19. Let's take a look at another question. Also, let's clear out the workings of the previous question. Don't forget to do this in an actual test, or it may confuse you. Bertie hires out bikes for $2 plus $2 per hour. Pam hires out bikes for $2.50 per hour. For a bike ride of how many hours would they charge the same amount of money? So same thing as before. I'll type up some numbers. However, I'm going to stop at 4, as I can clearly see in the option that it is between 1 to 4, or none. So I don't have to waste time going down to 10, for example. To make it clear, let's put the names of the people as headers. However, in the real test, you'd probably skip that step to save time. So Bertie's costs is $2 per hour, and she also has a fixed cost of $2. So the formula will be like that. I'll drag this formula down. So for 2 hours, you'll pay $6, which is the $2 fixed costs, plus 2 hours at $2, so $4. Pam only has an hourly cost, so you just need to do $2.50 times the number of hours on the left, then drag the formula down. Once this is done, you just need to identify where both the numbers are the same on the same row, which you can clearly see right here at 4 hours, where they both pay $10. All right, moving on. A common type of questions are number patterns. Using a spreadsheet can also help with completing these, as it allows you to visualize it a lot easier. So what I'd do is type out the sequence to reproduce it in Excel. Note that there is a question mark here, which is what the question is asking you to find the solution for. To cater for that, we'll leave that blank in our Excel spreadsheet, then we'll type the rest in. A common pattern with the number sequence is simply how they change from one another, so what I'll do is place a formula to show the difference between the two numbers. Then we'll drag the formula up. Note that the blank is causing our differences to be a bit unusual, so we'll leave these for now and focus on the bottom ones. So from the bottom, the difference is 5, then 3, and then 5. So I'm going to assume that the number here should be 3 and then 5, which means the pattern from the left to right should be plus 5, plus 3, plus 5, and so on. So for our missing number, let's look from here. The last completed numbers was a difference of 5, which means we want to deduct 3 from 96, which will be 93. Then once you plug that in, you will indeed see that the pattern is 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. So the answer is 93. Okay, next question. This one has a bit more information. But once you've read it, you will realize that you are required to work out how P and Q travel from Belgrade to Vrnjačka Banja. The earliest one starts at 8, so let's type that in. Then type 9 and 10, and you can also just drag and drop. So P starts at 8 and rides at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. So at 9 a.m., P would have done 20 kilometers, so let's type it there. And then every hour, P does another 20, So our formula will just be the preceding number plus 20, and then drag it down. Q starts at 10 a.m. and rides at 60 kilometers per hour. So if Q starts at 10 a.m., then at 11 a.m., he would have done 60 kilometers. The formula would be the preceding 1 plus 60. Since the question is asking where P and Q will meet, we need to look for the row with the same number, which is at 11 a.m. since their numbers are both 60. So at 60 kilometers from Belgrade, they'll meet at 11 a.m. And one last question. There's also a bit more information to work with here, as there are two tables. Once you've read it, you'll know that you need to work out what the minimum cost is out of the 4 menus for 130 guests. So let's set up our table by replicating it in Excel. Actually, on a side note, one tip is to train yourself to be able to type fast so that you can quickly get it into Excel. Since you have 130 guests to cater for, that number will be important, so let's put that there. There's a lot of functions in Excel, which makes it a really powerful tool in these numerical tests, and we'll be using the roundup function in particular for this question. The reason is because since you have to cater for 130, and you've been given fixed packages that can only cater up to a limited number, we will need to purchase multiple packages until all 130 guests are catered for. You are unable to buy only a portion of a package. So for here, if package A only looks after 30 people, you'll need to purchase this package 5 times, which will cater for 150 people. If you only buy 4, you'll cater for 120 people, and 10 people will miss out. So let's use this function, and inside it, you want to divide the required number of guests by the number of guests catered for. Drag that across to get the number of packages you must purchase for all menus. Then you must multiply the quantity by the price to get the total cost. Drag that across, and you'll see that the lowest cost is menu A.